This video is a detailed review of the last step of the end-of-year process. Make sure to watch the video overview of the entire process and the detailed videos for the previous steps if applicable. This step in the process shows you what bank ledger balances will be carried forward. The end-of-year process makes two behind-the-scenes transactions in your bank ledgers that have an existing balance. The first transaction is a withdrawal of the existing entire balance in the current year, and the second is a redeposit to start the new year. These transactions will both show as cleared in your reconcile area. This screen also lists other changes in status set when the routine is finished. If you exit the end-of-year process to make corrections in other areas, the screens let you know whether you skipped a step or completed it when you return. Remember that after you complete this final step, you cannot return to any steps you skipped. This final screen is the actual step that closes the books and resets the school year to the following year. It's important to complete this step to close your books, even if you skipped the other steps. The first step on the screen is to select the closing date of your fiscal year. In the second step, each bank account ledger in which you have a carryover balance is shown in a separate box. Review these balances. Step 2 has two parts. Select a closing budget line from the drop-down list. This tells PT Avenue which expense budget category to use for the end-of-year withdrawal from that bank account ledger. Note that there is an option to create a new category if needed. Now enter the carry forward amounts in one or more of the budget lines shown to indicate the income or off budget category to use for the beginning of the year deposit into that bank account ledger for the upcoming fiscal year. If you don't have the category you need, you can deposit it into another category and perform a transfer after you finish the end of year process. The red box will check your totals to help you allocate the correct amount. Repeat the closing budget category selection and opening budget category allocation for each bank account ledger for which you have an outstanding balance. Once you have a green check mark showing that the amount remaining to allocate is 0 for all accounts, you are ready to continue. This screen also lists what else will happen when you finish the end-of-year process. Existing budget amounts will remain the same, although actuals will be zeroed out. You can enter new budget figures in the new year. A number of different items will be archived, including items and item payments, bank account transactions, the audit trail, and volunteer sign-up and RSVP information. All people in your system will have their count as paid member indicator set to no, except those members who paid after the membership status date you set. People in your volunteers area will have their background check received indicator set to no. Note that some information will remain the same. All personal information, directory preferences, and skills interest indicators for members and volunteers will remain. You can have your members make any updates through the self-update capability. All documents and folders will remain as they are. Calendar event histories will remain, and non-deleted helper logins, board member listings, and teacher staff listings will remain as before. You will have to make modifications as needed. Select the green Close Books button to complete your end-of-year process and close the books for the year. Select OK in the warning box if you are sure you are ready to close the books. There is no undo. This final screen is a confirmation that your end-of-year process is finished. Congratulations! Once the end-of-year process has been completed, you can use the global adjustment screens to review membership payment and background check status for your members and volunteers. You will also want to review your online store to adjust pricing, tax-free days, and other aspects of the store. Review your helper login access areas as well in case responsibilities and allowed areas of access have changed. Review the board member and teacher listings to get them up to date. Your treasurer will want to verify carryover balances and work with the new budget to put it in place for the year. Your membership and volunteer chairs will want to review the existing rosters for skills and interest groups, encouraging returning members to update their own personal contact information and to decide upon the best method for getting new people into your account. This completes the review of the last step of the PT Avenue end-of-year process. Be sure to check out our library of videos for help with other PT Avenue procedures.